here's what the Lord spoke to me. He said, America, the noose has been prepared on the gallows your sin created. Judgment is nigh, but you refuse to cover your shame. You refuse to repent. You refuse to confess. You refuse to accept the guilt of your sin, and you refuse to be cleansed and allow me to heal your land. A storm is brewing off of your coasts, a tempest with fierce winds. But do you really care? Do you acknowledge the condition of your soul? I tell you this day that many lives will be lost in the coming storms. Lives will be changed for eternity. But do you really care, O nation of has-beens and used-to-bes and backsliders? There is no delay to what is coming your way. Prepare now and prepare quickly, for no man knows when the thief will strike. He said, America, you have reached the tipping point. You have reached the boiling point of violence in your land. Soon chaos will be in your streets. Soon life will change forever. I will no longer accept the lip service of my church that it's offered me. I will no longer accept the strange fire of your false worship services, for even the pagans worship their gods faithfully. But I desire a contrite heart, broken in humility, but you would not offer me what I desired. Forsaken and broken will be the byword of this nation. Hissing and jeering will be the sounds of your enemies and their nations. America the Great has fallen, will be the mantra that they will sing. America, I have warned you, yet you heap up prophets who prophesy lies. Notice I said they prophesy lies. That takes place constantly in our nation. The false prophets, the Hananiahs. He said they lead you deceitfully for political gain. I will deal with them in my time, and I will right every wrong. Stay true to truth. Never let go of my promises, for soon they will be more real to you than ever before. For soon they will be more real to you than ever before. America, you have been fooled into believing that all is well, then all is clear. The storms have passed, and you have been fooled into believing a lie. Your transgressions have become your death knell, the sign of your last days. You gasp with false breaths and sparks of life. But I tell you this day, you are a terminal patient on the world scene. These words are too hard and too harsh for a queen deceived by her own beauty and words of vanity spoken by her subjects and slaves. But I tell you, your creator and protector, I see behind the veneer of vanity and mischief. Why, O Lord, have you turned against us, will you cry? And I will say, because you've left your first and only love. You've embraced the pagan practices of your forefathers, who practiced their craft in private, who now flaunt their evil deeds in public. It were better to hide than to promote their corruption into the seed of their future, children who now live within the shadow of the evil one. Flee from me, you will say when darkness comes, but it will not listen to you. Give me another day and I will turn, but I say unto you, I have given you the time of life, but you refuse to give me what I asked of you. You rejected my grace and turned from my face and embraced Dagon, Moloch, and Beelzebub, the deities of hell. I have called, but you refuse to answer and obey. Now the whirlwind will be your reward. He said this to me, he said, woe to those who call evil good and good evil, For they pollute my truth, and they lead the innocent ones astray. It is better for you to tie a millstone around your neck and to enter into the sea than to commit treason against my truth. Abandoned is the word of the hour covering your nation. Naked and ashamed are your leaders who refuse to follow truth and to do that which is right. My house has become a whorehouse by those who operate not by my spirit, but by their flesh, controlled by demons of lust with filthy spirits that rape my people and cast their lots with pagan politicians, groaning for more power, prestige, and promotion. I will soon spew them out of my mouth with judgment. Think not that I am slack concerning my promises. I will perform my vows, and I will execute my warnings of judgment perfectly. They are unfolding now, but few can see past the haze of deception created by the false Hananiah prophets of your day. Be aware and be awake, for the leaven of the Pharisees has polluted my true church, and many err in their way. My sheep, do not eat the bread of the Sadducees, who deny the resurrection and power and glory. For these are wolves in sheep's clothing, walking about the altars of my house, abusing my creation and destroying my legacy. For this I will judge your nation, and I will reveal that I am that I am. Here's what the Lord spoke to me. He said, America, your time has come to face reality. You will never be great again. You have forfeited your position among the kingdoms of the world through your violent lust of greed and gain. Innocent lives are underneath your footprints of dominion, and you dominate the weakest among you. Your tragedy as a nation that has fallen is found in the history of those who have gone before you: Greece, Rome, the Persians, and the Medes. Yet you fool yourself by believing a lie that you will outlive their failures. Babylon the Great did fall, and so shall you. In a day, in a moment, your smoke shall rise towards heaven. Your cry will be great, but your pain will be greater than you can bear. Not long from now, I will release the destroyers of this nation, and your weakness will be revealed. Your foundations will be exposed, and the world will see how fragile you really are. Here's the word the Lord gave to me. He said, America, there is a spirit of change over your nation. A change not for the good, but for the worse. Increasing sorrows will be the news of your land. Echoes of past tragedies will be heard as sin and violence increases upon your land. The vile will get viler, and viler still, as I increase my judgments upon your land. Great change is coming, and you will not like what you see and feel. My warnings have gone unheeded. My prophets have become and reduced to mockery. Yet I still warn in my grace. Soon you will see the longing for yesterday's king to increase upon your land. Tumult and division will resound throughout the hallowed halls of your sacred political institutions. A calling for change, a calling for yesterday. This is by design, and this is by plan. For soon the players and pieces of the final show will be in their places. Many think that this is not the hour, for time is on their side. But I tell you this day, now is the time for the beast to arise. There's a lot said in that word. If you have listening ears, you know exactly what the Spirit of God is saying. And I will attempt to convey the best that I possibly can through my preaching abilities what the Father is saying to this hour, in this hour to the church. And if you have ears to hear, then you will respond in the affirmative and begin to take action for your family and for your life. It is a fool that hears a report that is not good and doesn't do anything about it. It is a wise, prudent person who takes shelter and gets supply and finds their way into safety and out of harm's way. And I believe truth will do that for you.